Oh, we are about to do
I'm going live now. I'm doing my countdown.
Hello, viewers. It's yet another Monday morning, a beautiful Monday morning at that, the 23rd of June, 2025. And we're back on track, your usual Monday tonic or toner. That's telling reality and creating knowledge. Track is a program of the ICP units where we try to see as we can divulge hurdles and successes of research and innovation. Definitely, you agree with me that doing research work is not a child's play. You have to put serious work to ensure that you get exactly what you want to introduce. My special guests, I have them here. They are stock of Admiralty University. I have an erudite professor, somebody that has done so much in the field of research. She's none other than Professor Chinwesi Isitwa. She is the Director of Research, Innovation, and then all that you have about research in Admiralty University. She also is the chairperson of the Senate Committee on Grants and Research, and then the chairman and planning committee of Research Week. Professor Isitwa, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Welcome on track.
Thank you.
Thank you. And to my right again, today I'm boxed in by two beautiful ladies. They say beauty and brains pays a lot. So nice. To my right, I have Dr. Choma Beta Ehis Ireka. She's the acting head of department, biology and forensic science. You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you very much. And that is my beautiful guest. You agree with me that these are authorities when it comes to research and when it comes to innovation, when it comes to everything that will make problem solving, which is the main aim of research, work at the end of the day. Now, starting with the and when it comes to no pain, no gain, what does it mean relating to the world of research?
Much. I'm happy to be here this morning. And I want to start by saying I really love the talk for today. That is no pain, no gain. How do research and innovation? That's a beautiful one. I want to start first before going into talking about this. Of when I was growing up, my mother, Mama Rosaline Ezeluomba, she's over 80 years old now, still alive. And she always tell us then that if you don't work, you will not do what? Eat. So, not only then to that, if there is no event, there will be no what? History. And no pain, no gain. So when with significant hurdles and notable successes. Not only that, every university and it also drives societal progress and economic development. But this research and innovation comes with significant hurdles. That is so much labor. Research and innovation is painstaking. And after all the pains and all the hurdles comes what? So this topic is aptly captured. It aptly captures the challenging journey of researchers and innovators. Include funding constraints. There are constraints in funding. There are no available funding for research in institutions, especially in developing countries like Nigeria. There are medicinal plant researches, bioremediation. So there are numerous breakthroughs, successes of research. Now, coming to ADUN, there are many researchers, many staff are delving into research. So I believe when we get to that point, we will talk about some of these researches that the staff of Admiralty University, even students, are also working hard to see how they can contribute to proper solutions, solving local problems, and as well as trying to be globally relevant. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. That was a good background to our topic today, no pain, no gain, the hurdles and successes of research and innovation. Definitely, when you have the privilege of having a professor, you know that definitely you're going to learn. So I'm sure we've learned a lot just from the introductory part of the program. Now, coming to my right, I have Dr. Chioma Betta. Please, can you what are those things that when it comes to research that students come with, you know, that we have different students doing research work, and then we have the faculty staff, the lecturers, challenges that most of these students come with, and then the lecturers in your department that try to teach them to solve this problem. Out of your experience so far as HOD.
Okay, thank you very much. The opportunity, this edition. For the question, I think let me try to recast it. What are the challenges students and researchers face in conducting researches? Okay. So for research, because without research, there is no growth, there is no myriads of ways in funding, first of all, and in prioritization. The Global South, we are limited in terms of research, but particularly in Nigeria, we have our own peculiar universities, because most institutions are funded by the government. And if the funds are not available, the academic staff or lecturers, researchers as well. And again, some of these challenges include, number one, first of all, the lack of research enabling environment. If we don't have the right environment to conduct research, it becomes
trying to see how I could solve some problems. See? And so I try to improvise, just like as Dr. Chema said, we improvise. Yes, we make use of the resources that are available in our reach. Take, for example, in medicinal plant research, Nigeria is blessed with huge biodiversity, the flora, the fauna of the earth. Nigeria is richly blessed. And most of these flora and fauna have not been exploited in terms of research. Now, I remember a conference I went to in Washington, D.C. in 2019, and I engaged in some collaboration with one of the professors who happened to be the director of research at Wisconsin University in the USA. She was interested in researches that has to do with isolating organisms from the soils in Nigeria and seeing how these organisms can produce antibiotics. You see, in Nigeria, this study is so many studies have not been conducted in this regard. And you see, they cannot leave their area to come to Nigeria for this. So it's people like us in the developing countries, because they know that we have rich biodiversity. So we started a collaboration on that, but we couldn't advance from where we stopped because of some hurdles, like trying to get the facilities or the materials to at least start up with the isolation. It's really expensive to get the kits or to get the
some people will say the Nigerian educational system, where students turn out to research as criteria to graduate, and most times you see these research documents lying in stores of universities, not most of them, or less solving the problem. We want you to tell us your own experience as an undergraduate doing your research, and then now as an authority in the. So can you just give us your own experience?
Okay, so I'll start by saying that as an undergraduate student, I had a supervision process started. He made me understand the essence of research. I understood why I had to do the research. Locally at the regional level, at the national level, and globally. So at the time, and then at master's level, I would say I was blessed with a supervisor and a mentor who also carried me good that I needed to do a research that will solve a problem in the environment. And fortunately for me, I got a scholarship at the World Bank Center. I had a director that usually tell us that this PhD is your meal ticket. You cannot graduate and you're hungry, and then you cannot even go into entrepreneurship, because we need to be able to, connect research and solving real life problems. We need to be able to, that's moving from town to gown. We need to be able to understand that the research we do any impact, don't have any impact in the environment. So at that PhD level, I was able to do a research work that saw on the project at some point. And that is where critical thinking comes in. As a researcher, you must that are required to be able to solve problems
trip, research funding by the Indian government, and the reason for even picking some of us, because one is that your research must be what? Multidisciplinary. Yes, very important. So my project then was my research was to see the chemopreventive able to prevent some cancer, or I mean some, right? And when we are working, usually we work with rats or rabbits, some models, we call them models, animal models. Okay, proposal, I wrote that I was going to use rats. And so I was able to get hosted me for at the university in the biotechnology laboratory. And so when I got there, it happened to be saw how the extract from these spices, they were able to kill cancer cell lines, breast cancer cells, prostate cancer cells, lung cancer. Another fascinating thing to me was using a very big microscope. They call it confocal microscope. I was able to see how these cells are dying in a process called apoptosis. You see the ones that are dying depending on the concentration of the extract that was used. And so that was a breakthrough for me. I've other things in that research because of funding, but they will still continue. And part of the agreement that was signed with the Indian government, because part of the FICCI, Federation for Indian Commerce, Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, they were interested in that research. And at the end of the day, whatever patent I'm going to get out of that, they kind of sponsored that research. So you can see how innovation and how a different approach to what you originally had in mind, bringing that in.
Thank you so much. And like she said, from our talk, that Prof is a mentor in the world of research, just like the doctor here has acknowledged. And we want to know, there's areas of collaboration and research. Even though very soon we'll go to the questions, we have some questions coming in. Please follow our YouTube page and our Facebook channel to see the numbers that you can send your questions to. So sticking with you, Prof, we go the areas of collaboration. Now we're trying to localize it to ADUN. How has ADUN fared in terms of seeking collaboration with partners and all that when it comes to tools have we made in that regard?
Wow. Well, you know that ADUN is a new university, is a growing university, right? We're still pushing. We're still trying to get collaboration. Of course, collaboration is very important. You cannot work in silos. That is where the strategic partnership thing comes into play. To because if it wasn't a problem-solving research, we wouldn't have been our research wouldn't have been our research or our innovation or product wouldn't have been selected for that exhibition. Like my products, some of my products was selected. Like I developed or I made an innovation using some plants to develop nutrient media for the growth of microorganisms. You see, because these nutrient media are very expensive. Just a cup of nutrient agar could cost about in thousands. So, but when we get this extracts from plants around us, we harness them together and now use them to cultivate or culture these organisms in the laboratory. So it's cheap, it's accessible, you see. And we're also now going back products that are efficient in the treatment of some diseases, like and Melia that has the potential to bioremediate pollution in the environment and also to help in sustainable agriculture. So other people are researching. Dr. Musa is also in sciences. His product was also selected for exhibition. He day, the products or the findings will be disseminated in conferences, and not only in conferences, in research publications, in high impact factor journals. And
Doc, there's a question for you. It says, Doctor, you said research enabling environments is a challenge, but I think research is supposed to solve a problem. So how do you marry the two? Do you get the question?
Research enabling environments is a challenge.
Yes. Well,
Well, that's a very interesting question. Yes, ideally, in the normal sense of it, research should solve problems. But again, if there are no problems, the
early career fellowship. I know the effort we put in to ensure that that work was submitted, and I'm optimistic that he will be considered. And when that comes up, it will be a major breakthrough also for ADUN. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sisi. And just to add on what they said, our students and our researchers, the money is out there. The funds are out there waiting for you. You can be a slave queen with the research money. So you can see, you can agree with me that these two women are very, very intelligent, and they slaved with their hard work and research. So that was why they had to go through pain for them to have what we call the gain today. So no pain, no gain. Like we're saying, we're coming to the end of our track for this week. But Prof, not before you let us in to the activities of the research week. Is yet another research week for ADUN. So just let us know what to expect.
Yes, it's another research week for Admiralty University of Nigeria. Yes, this is the 4th annual ADUN Research Week coming up on the 1st to 4th of July 2025. Yes, and the theme for this year's Research Week is Research, Innovation, and Strategic Partnership for Local Impact and Global Competitiveness. We have been talking about, it's just around this theme. And this Research Week will be a value addition to the university. I will not fail to mention the support of our great Vice Chancellor, Professor CBN Ogbogbo, because immediately he came into ADUN, his vision is centered around our theme. He wants to build a university that will solve local problems and as well be globally competitive. And so it covers everything we have been talking about here. How can we solve local problems? It's by doing quality research and coming out with innovation that can do this. Now, usually in our research week, researchers showcase or exhibit their research, their pieces of research they've been conducting. You showcase it. There will be people from the industry. There will be collaboration between staff and students, and even the people from the industry that will be coming. So it's a great event. This is the 4th we'll be doing in the university. So come, but this time around, it's not going to be like the previous ones. I want you to come and witness it yourself. I don't want to say all the things that will be done there. We're having great keynote speaker. We're having speakers that will be speaking. We're having researches that will be showcased, exhibition products that will be exhibited. So come and see for yourself. Come and gain content. Come and add value to yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. That's because of Professor C.C. Sitwat. She's the Director of Research, Innovation and Linkages, Admiralty University of Nigeria, and the Chairperson, Senate Committee on Grants and Research, and then Chairman, Planning Committee Research, ADUN Research Week. This is the 4th edition, 4.0. And then, yes, we had the pleasure of having Dr. Chioma Beta Ireka. She's the acting head, so the head of Department, Biology and Forensic Science, ADUN. You're welcome once again to the program. And we've come to the end of track for this week. This is the 11th edition of Telling Reality and Creating Knowledge track. I must appreciate the team behind the scene. You always see people in front of this camera, but there are people working behind the scene. I say thank you to Ms. Christabel Ebono, the media person, the technical person. With Obadiah, I have Samuel, I have Chioma, Victoria, Nkechi, Amaka, and then, yes, the chief planner, Jane. I'll say thank you to all of you until we'll come again next week for another edition. I'll tell you, thanks for watching track, and we'll see you again next time.
Bye-bye.